problem now, Trent? You're all good now, Trent.
Welcome to the Ozark Music Shop live here in Raleigh, North Carolina. where the IBMA World of Bluegrass has taken all over. We are so glad to be with you. It's going to be a whole week of bluegrass music as well as all kinds of fellowship, hanging out. You've been doing some picking, haven't you, Corey?
Yeah, man, I've been going around and checking out all of the awesome accessories and instruments that we've had here in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's been a really good time so far.
Yeah. Jeremy is not here on this particular episode because he's doing that Goldman Sachs amazing I'm a business person thing, and actually we're so honored that he got chosen for that. He's doing one of those classes right now, and I have a better option to talk to, which is Corey Kirkland right now. I'm so glad to have him with us. We're going to be doing this episode. We're going to have Jim Hurst on this episode, as well as the U.S. Navy band Country Current. It is going to be an awesome run here at the IBMA World of Bluegrass and the Ozark Music Shoppe live. Stay with us. Ago, we were touring the world, my brothers and my father, and we got to see a little bit of everything.
Then we decided to come off the road and settle down in Springfield, Missouri and open a music retail store.
And ever since then, we've had some of the coolest instruments and even cooler people come through the door.
Now we have cameras that follow us everywhere we go, so you can see exactly what it's like to be at the Ozark Music Shoppe. And we are back. It is going to be a whole bunch of fun here. I've got one of my favorite guitar pickers in here. This has actually been one of my heroes, won multiple IBMA Guitar Player of the Year awards, and has got great albums, great singing, great all kinds of stuff. Playing his Gallagher guitar here today. It is going to be a whole bunch of fun. We are so glad to have him with us, and I know you guys are going to enjoy it. So, ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Jim Hurst here on Ozark Music Shoppe Live.
It's such a beautiful day, and I'm so happy to be feeling this way, stepping lightly on my way, taking a pause just because it's a beautiful day. I'm out here walking in the weather, we've all been there time after time. The crack of dawn starts me on a new song. Next thing you know, I'm a-singing, feeling fine. It's a beautiful day, such a beautiful day. I'm so happy to be feeling this way, stepping lightly on my way, taking a pause just because it's a beautiful day. I've been to, let's see, this is my song, how's it go? I'm out here walking in the weather, raindrops are bouncing off my shoes, the crack of dawn starts me on a new song. Next thing you know, I'm singing, feeling fine. It's a beautiful day, such a beautiful day, and I'm so happy to be feeling this way, stepping lightly on my way, taking a pause just because it's a beautiful day. I won't let the blues make me lose my disposition. Frowns are really smiles upside down, turning a 180 to charge into the sunshine. Gonna tell the world exactly what I found. An attitude adjustment so profound is what I found. It's a beautiful day, such a beautiful day, and I'm so happy to be feeling this way, stepping lightly on my way, taking a pause just because it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day, such a beautiful day, and I'm so happy to be feeling this way, stepping lightly on my way, taking a pause just because it's a beautiful day, taking a a pause just because it's a beautiful day. Taking a pause just because it's a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Ooh.
Awesome! Loved it. Absolutely incredible. So glad to have Jim on the show here today. I'm serious. Like, one of my all-time favorite guitar players and great friends, and he's always kind. Even when I talk to him on the phone, he's like, who are you? And why are you calling me?
That's because of memory, that's all that is.
No, it is good to have you back. It's been a few years since you've been back here at IBMA, right?
I was here last year for one day.
If you grab the mic,
Yeah.
no, they can't hear you.
Okay. I'm here now. Sorry,
Perfect.
John. You
That
told
was
me to get there.
exactly-
I was here last year for one day.
One
I
day?
came to help out for, I don't remember what it was, but I was here for one day last year.
Okay. And then before that, was it little
2
while?
years ago, I was here for a couple of days. There was one year I wasn't here at all.
so basically he's just only a couple days, and that's all you can stand of being with me.
Well, I could be with you a lot,
I know,
but
it's
you'd
be-
have to pay me more money.
Oh, that's
No,
a-
I'm kidding. I'm
that's-
kidding.
no, it's all
I
good.
love IBMA. It's just
No.
sometimes I got things at home I have to do. But
I totally
you know,
understand
man, when it was in Louisville, I was there every year all week long, and I
Yep.
was immersed in it. But now my kids have kids, and I'm home. But I'm self-employed, so I'm having to do all my stuff.
Yep.
And so here's where I need to be. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but I'm happy to be here all week this week, helping out with David Mathis and Gallagher Guitars and getting around seeing people I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, you're talking about Gallagher guitars. We carry Gallagher's guitars.
Absolutely.
You have your own signature model.
That's right.
And that's what you're playing right
That's what
now.
I'm playing, yep.
Yeah, very,
Yeah.
very cool. It is a great sounding guitar.
Thank you.
Your pickup sounds awesome on it as well.
That's a Fishman Oro Pro system I've been doing. It's been there since the start of this guitar. It's what I've had.
Very good.
I
How
love
long
it.
have you been playing this one for?
This one's an 09.
09,
This guitar's
wow.
an 09.
Awesome.
Don Gallagher called me up and said, hey, I want to build a guitar for you. I said, I don't know anything about it. He said, that's okay, I'll handle the building. I'll make the guitar, but I won't put your name in. I said, let me think. Yes, that
Yes.
sounds great. That's how that came about.
And you've been doing some new stuff. You're getting ready to put out a new album, maybe?
Yes, I am.
All right.
The From the Ground Up was on Pine Castle Records last year. It came out, I think, in July of last year. I'm in the studio again this year. It'll probably be a spring or summer release for next year, and it's another bluegrass project, meaning more than just me on the project. And bluegrassy style, although there's some extra, it's a Jim Hurst album. It can't be Flatt and Scruggs or Bill Monroe. There's always been those guys. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm thankful to be hooked up with Pine Castle Records. That's what I was with Second Son, and Missy and I were on them before. Since that, I've been independent.
That was one of our former labels as well.
Yeah,
We were back
I
on-
remember
in
that,
fact,
yeah.
we were, I think, on about the same time at
I
one
think so.
point,
I think
yeah.
we were label mates at some point.
At some point,
Yeah.
we were.
Now we just wear the badges.
Yeah, that's all. We just wear the badges and hang out and do the thing. No, you got some very good friend of ours going to be on there, which is kind of cool. Got Alan Monday going to
Yes,
be on there.
Alan Mundy.
I absolutely
Alan
love
Mundy,
Alan.
for those of you who don't know, look up Alan Mundy. He's a phenomenal banjo picker.
Also one of the nicest guys ever. He comes into the shop all the time. We get to talk to him. Really
Yeah.
great guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of people don't know he has moved to Springfield. He's not far down the road from the shop,
Right.
and he literally will walk.
Yeah.
It's like 3 miles or 4 miles, and I've seen him on an August sunny day of like 118 miles or 118 degrees, and all of a sudden he's just like, I'm gonna walk into the store, and I'm like, why are you doing this? I wouldn't do that.
Right.
So.
Well, he's his age because he's taken care of himself, and so he's a great banjo player, one of my favorites of all time. Of course, you got the legends, Earl and all of them, but Don Reno. Alan Mundy to me is right up there with them.
He's one of them, yeah.
And him
Absolutely.
and Sonny Osborne are the next tier, but
Yep.
I don't. They're not very far from the first tier, except for age, But he plays guitar.
Yeah.
And he did some with Country Gazette, but it was more of a bluegrassy country kind of thing. Well, I got him on the first recording of him doing jazz guitar, and I didn't know he was a jazz guitar player until I was at Gerald Jones' music camp in Arlington, Texas, and he was there. I come down from my guitar class to get a coffee or whatever, and I hear jazz guitar and upright bass. I'm going, where is that? Because it wasn't in speakers. Went over in this closet area where they roll in the big banquet tables. he's sitting in there with a bass player, and he's playing with a thumb like Wes Montgomery. He's playing all this jazz.
Yeah.
And the first thing I said, which is stupid, I'm that way. I'm stupid sometimes. I just said, I really hate you now. And he just looked at me, and I went, he didn't get my humor. So
No,
I
he got
apologize. I keep apologizing to him because I know he got it, but I think I hit him a little broadside sometimes, and he don't know how to take the crazy
I think
boy.
it's more his dry humor. I think he got it. Trust me, he hits me with a lot of stuff that I don't know that I've been hit with, and then all of a sudden it's like, I see what you did. I get you.
The funny one was a little slow.
Yeah.
But anyway, I asked him, and I thought, what the heck? You got to ask him. He won't say no if you don't ask.
That's right.
And he did say yes. And I went, now I got to play guitar. I got to play. It's a version, the one I'm doing on, and it's going to be on the new project. It's my version of Back Home Again in Indiana. It's got drums, piano, and upright bass. It's got Alan Mundy, myself on guitars, and Aubrey Haney on fiddle.
That'll be great.
Jeff Taylor on piano, who plays with the Time Jumpers, and
It's a great lineup.
Justin Avernall on drums. And
Yeah.
it's a fun track, and he just kills it.
I'll bet. And by the way, we keep being reminded here at the shop, drums are acoustic.
They are.
So just want to put that
Well,
out.
unless they're D drums or something. But that's a good point.
One guy is so excited that I said drums are acoustic. He's a drummer, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't know who he is, and he's
Yeah.
excited about that.
Just go to the NAMM, the drum section at NAMM, and
Yeah.
you'll see.
You'll know how acoustic they are.
Yeah.
Anyway,
In the steering wheel in the car, that's my drums. That's acoustic.
I do that all the time.
I just keep trying not to set off the airbag. That's all.
Beating the fire out of my steering wheel. I'm with you. We're going to get you to pick us a couple more tunes. Jim,
right.
so glad to have you on the show, and we'll do 2 more, all right?
Thank you
Yes,
very
that
much.
sounds
Everybody,
good.
it's Jim Hurst.
Thank you. I think the Chapman family is doing a great job with the acoustic shop. I haven't been there yet because it's in Springfield and I'm closer to Nashville. So one of these days I'm going to go over there and pester them. Maybe go in there and tell them some jokes that they don't get for a couple of minutes. The first song was It's a Beautiful Day. It's a song I wrote when things were so bad in the Northwest. But I'm going to write this one that I found on the front porch of I wrote this one I found on the front porch. I'm going to do this for Jack and Brenda Shannon. This is called Kentucky Sunrise Waltz. Is he gonna play one with me? Bring it, son. What?
That's power right there.
I don't know if that's power. One of my favorite guitar players right here, John Chapman. How about a hand for him?
What are we gonna play?
Gonna do rhythm strain?
Do it.
Cool. Plugged in?
I'm not plugged in. I might steal this mic a little bit. I'll tilt it down.
It's yours. You don't have to steal it.
I'll do that. I can't do that.
when that old train comes down, you can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. Oh, me, oh, Lordy, my, you can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. Train and he put it on one track and he drove it to the Lord knows where. Oh, oh, me, oh, Lordy, my, he drove it to the Lord knows where. I'm walking down these ties, I get big tears in my eyes, trying to read this letter from my home. Oh, me, oh, Lordy, mine, trying to read this letter from my home.
Awesome. No, that was very awesome.
Off the cuff, no less.
Sorry, I missed. Yeah, that was awesome.
Nice to meet you, man.
Thanks, man. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Corey. Yep.
Okay.
Good?
Okay. Sorry, you're free. Will you take this for me, Corey? Sorry, Jim. I'll be right back. Okay, who am I doing this? Am I just walking through the booth? Okay. You. We are live right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to walk you guys through the 2023 World of Bluegrass booth here. Sorry, I was talking in the back. So I'm going to walk you guys around. I'm going to start here. I got all kinds of cool stuff in here. Some things that are 20% off normal prices, which is great. Obviously, Yamaha is one of the sponsors here. We got some guitars from them. The brand new Gibson mandolins that just came out. I'm really excited to show those to you. This is the new 1923 F5 Master Model reissue. This mandolin is only exclusively shown here at IBMA for the very first time, and we are able to take pre-orders on them right now. This is an exact reproduction of a 1923 Lloyd Loar style, up to date with a case candy and all kinds of really cool stuff. We'll talk more about that. It is a fantastic sounding mandolin, but what a lot of people are really excited about is the new F5G, which is also introduced here. And again, we're taking orders on $59.99, which is actually lower price, upgraded features such as a radius fretboard, has banjo frets now, has the wider nut space, and look at this, instead of just the dark chocolate, now a bursted back and sides. It is absolutely gorgeous. These sound great. I know Jeremy's already done this, but these are a monster sound. In the corner, Jerry's here. Our good friend Jerry Lambert is here, and I'm so excited to have him here. He's talking guitars already right now. Jerry, you want to say hi to the folks on the camera right now? Hey, he's here for Bedell and Breedlove. We got this brand new guitar. You got to show the back of this, Dan. Show Pick the Woods. That is crazy figured Indian rosewood. We got some cool Brazilian pieces in here. All kinds of stuff. Boucher will be here later with more guitars. I'm just walking them around the booth, so we'll keep going. Yeah, it was nice seeing you, Jerry says. I have Atkin guitars here from England. Lots of cool accessories. More guitars in the back here, as well as some, again, some of those discounted. Okay, so we got some discounted stuff. I'm going to walk around because I guess my mic is breaking up. So this is a lot of TS. Brand new to the show. Also have this new mandolin, which is really cool. Say again. Okay. So yeah, we got some cool stuff around the corner. They're just trying to keep me up to date of what's going on. We're going to have the band up here very, very shortly. But Thompson Guitars is in here. Bourgeois showing off some really great stuff, as well as Eastman showing off some really great stuff. All of that is available here at the show. And, you know, guys, if you're looking at some of these pre-orders, some of the stuff's going to disappear. I'll show you more of it throughout the deal. But free bags in here. Stickers are available. We have the new podcast stickers. Awesome. We're doing a drawing for a mandolin. You can get a free AMD 315 mandolin, which is really, really cool. So we're getting close. We get so close, Jay, that I need to hit the stage. Is that where we're at? I don't have my earphone in, so I better get updated. All right, we're going to throw the commercial, and then we will be back with the U.S. Navy Band, Country. It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited to have them here. So, guys, stick around. It's going to be a great time. Growing up as a musical family was always awesome. We grew up with instruments in the home,
We grew up playing with people at festivals and camps and jams.
Dad would go to these old record stores and spend hours going through the different records.
That sense of community that music brings, there's nothing that can replace that group of people. They're like family once you start playing music with them, and it's an amazing thing.
You're making music, making an art form together, collaborating to make something that was bigger than any of us were. The first guitar that I ever got that was all mine, I still have to this day. And I remember when I got it home, it gave me this ability to play things that I had never played before. And I think the best part about now working with other customers is now I get to watch that same thing happen. I get to connect them to an instrument. Then I can be able to send them home with a guitar, a banjo, mandolin, whatever it happens to be, that is going to help them make the most of their abilities.
What simply started out as a music store has kind of turned into a support group where we provide that sense of home and community to everyone that comes through the door.
Something we found through being on stage, being the student, and now being the ones teaching and selling the instruments is there's kind of ripple effects that happen. When you send a guitar home with somebody, it's not just for that person, but then that ripples out to their family, and then they find other friends that are playing music, and then that brings together a whole new community where it's just, there's not one thing done in isolation, but it all has these ripple effects that music can continue to spread through these families and the communities. And it's so cool to be one part of that ripple.
Now the greatest feeling is when these people come back after years and they're bringing back their own kids, they're bringing back other family members, and now they're putting together a whole new nucleus of musicians and creating a whole new community. It's like we've gone from where I started and we're getting to see it go even further with more generations, and hopefully that continues throughout the rest of, life. Street. Strapped on his guns every day, shot him a man on the West Virginia line. Gotta see John Hardy get away. Gotta see John Hardy get away. Well, he ran up to Virginia around the Keystone Bridge. Thought he would surely be free. Went up to Deputy Marshal with a gun in his hand. Said, Johnny, come along. Johnny, come along with me. Dress she wore was blue, and she hollered out to Johnny as he rode on out of town. Said, Johnny, I'll be true to you. Johnny, I'll be true to you. Now his legend has traveled from the east to the west, from the north to the south and the town. Yes, when the sun comes up tomorrow, they're gonna lay John Hardy down, show him to his hanging ground. They're gonna let John Hardy swing them down. strapped on his guns every day. Shot him a man on the West Virginia line. Gotta see John Hardy get away. Gotta see John Hardy get away.
And we really appreciate
Welcome back to the Ozark Music Shoppe, live here in Raleigh, North Carolina at the World of Bluegrass, IBMA. We are having a great time. You guys having a great time out here, everybody? Good, 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 good. We had a great time. Had Jim Hurst up here just a little bit ago. Had a couple little technical things. Jason and his team are so awesome. They were able to fix them all. Corey, did you see them? They were like
I did, yeah.
raining wires and doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, it was a really impressive quick bass fix, which typically isn't very quick.
Yeah. You can't fix basses. It's just a thing. Anyway, we are so glad to have these in here. I contacted my friend Sally, who is now in this band, and I said, will you guys do this? And she said, no. Can you guys do that? She told me no. No. And I was like, please, please, please. And then she got me in contact with somebody else, and we made it happen. That's not true. That's not even close to the way the story happened. But I'm so glad to have them in here. A bunch of these guys are my friends and are amazing musicians. And they're just awesome. I feel underdressed, but this is going to be a really, really great show right now. Everybody, please make them welcome. It is the U.S. Navy Band Country Current, please.
All right, thank you. So much, everybody. We're the U.S. Navy Band Country Current. I'm going to tell you a little bit about these guys on stage here. The guy that wrote that last song, he comes all the way from Hereford, Maryland. How about it for musician first class Patrick McAvenue right here? And down here on the end playing that hot lead guitar all the way from St. Louis, Missouri, our leading chief petty officer, chief musician Joe Friedman down there. This young lady standing next to me sharing all the singing duties and MC duties. She comes all the way from Kirksville, Missouri, no stranger to bluegrass music. She's going to sing you an original song of hers. Musician first class Sally Sanker there. Go, Sally.
You're my time without you, I'm fine. But I know you still disagree. I'm not wasting my time without you, I'm fine. But I know you still disagree.
Awesome. Hi guys. I'm gonna step up here and step all in your stuff right now.
Come on up in here.
It is awesome to have you guys back on the show. We had you actually in 2019. There's only 2 members here. No, were you on the 20? Yeah, 3 members. I recognize, and then there's been a bunch of changes this year.
Sure.
Hasn't it?
Absolutely.
Like in the last 2 years, has it been? Or
Yeah. So Sally and I are just over a year in the Navy band right now. We went to boot camp in May of 22 and got out in August, and we've been picking ever since. Danny's been in the band 9 years, but he shaved his head since he was last in here, so you probably didn't recognize him.
why call him out on the middle of the show?
What better time?
It's like your family or something.
Like public
That's what it
public
almost acts
embarrassment is the best.
That you work together too long. That's what my brothers would do to me. Is like call it out in the middle of a show.
Yeah, and then Patrick's been in the band almost 3 years now, or a little over 3 years. Over 3 years.
The thing about this band right now is there's also a lot of musician veterans that are going in here right now. All of you guys have been in music for quite some time and been doing some high-profile gigs, and now it's in the Navy band. This is to me the coolest thing. I wanted to do it, and then I chickened out. And it was like, you appreciate it for not doing it. Yeah, it's like you want to try to serve your country, sir. You are not fit for this job. You should not apply. Yeah. And I understand. I fully understand. So it's just the way it is. Anyway, you're doing a lot of shows this year, correct?
We are. We've been traveling a lot, especially this past spring, doing some bluegrass festivals. Then we do a lot of things all around the D.C. area, public concerts, high-profile shows at the White House, the Pentagon. We have an acoustic swing trio, actually. Joe and Patrick and Danny go do protocol gigs at for the Chief of Naval Operations and at the White House as well. So they kind of break off of the bluegrass band and go do things like that. So we've been rolling this year.
I bet.
It's been
Corey
fun.
also plays at the Pentagon and the White House quite often too. Right, Corey?
Right.
Not yet. Maybe,
One day.
maybe you guys could sneak me in.
It's 50 years for bluegrass in the Navy this year.
50 years this
50
year?
years
That's
this
awesome.
year for bluegrass
That
and
deserves a
country
big
music in
hand,
the Navy.
everybody. How about that? Absolutely. And this has been a tradition for quite a while, right? It started by Bill Emerson,
That's
if
right.
I remember right, the story.
50 years ago,
50
that's
years
right.
ago.
He was playing with the Country Gentlemen, and the captain said, "I love your playing. Will you please join the Navy?" And he said, "Sounds great. I'm in."
It is so cool, and I'm glad you guys are keeping going. There's also a lot of you guys are members are part of the country band too, correct?
all of us, yeah.
All of the same band.
Exactly. Yeah. So we actually have our drummer here with us today in the audience there.
I figured out it was the drummer. I was watching her. She had the kick drum.
Oh,
rocker.
she's over
We
there.
had an actual kick
Yeah,
drum.
right.
I knew exactly who that was immediately. I mean, the outfit was also a dead giveaway.
Right. Yeah, so a lot of the public shows that we do around DC are country shows, and we'll strap on Telecasters and electric basses and do top 40 country song covers for all the adoring fans all around the
I think that's
DMV
awesome.
there. Yeah.
I am very in awe of all of you guys' talent and have been for a lot of you for a lot of years. This one less so because she's just a troublemaker. No,
You've known me too long.
I have known her way too long, her and her mom. And in fact, we just did a podcast with your mom, and she wanted to tell old stories.
Did she remind you how you got me in
No,
trouble?
that's not
Did
how
you
the
talk
story
about
went.
that?
She
That is
literally
exactly
did
how that works.
talk about it, and somehow you're blaming me, and I was not even involved in that story. If you have not watched or listened to the podcast yet, we did have Rhonda Vincent on there, and she did try to blame all of us for a story of you guys coming to our house when you weren't allowed to come to the house. I was not involved. I was not there, and you need to back that up.
I got grounded for 2 weeks. 2 weeks because of your brother.
Because of the Chapmans.
That's right.
That's absolutely the truth. Anyways, I won't go down this road anymore because I know that people want to hear you guys pick some more music. So you guys got 2 more for us, and I may even mess you up on that last one. But I love having them here. How about another big hand for the U.S. Navy Band, Country Current, everybody?
All right. Go ahead, Eddie. Travel with me if you choose to a land of notion. Through the ruins of yesteryear, I'll set your mind in motion. Be beside me, win or lose, I will not forsake thee. I must do, so must you. Now will you go with me? Whisper my name as you pass through this life. Whisper my name when you fall. I'm just a dusty old memory you trust. I'll be close by when you call. I will build a home for you to keep you warm each winter, bearing lilies at your door to give you in September. I will take you as you stand, I promise to protect thee. I must do, so must you. Now will you go with me? Run to me, whisper my name. Don't waste your love making friends. We've both had enough of that wonderful stuff, and it's too easy to sin. Oh, get funky with it, boy. Give and take ain't always so. Seeing is believing. Down and out, don't stop the show. Staying is not leaving. What we say ain't always so, but I won't deceive thee. I must do, so must you. Now will you go with me? Whisper my name as you pass through this life. Whisper my name when you fall. I'm just a dusty old memory you trust. I'll be close by when you call. Travel with me if you choose. I promise to protect thee. I must do, so must you. Now will you go with me? Yeah, all right, thank y'all.
While John's making his way, I'll introduce you to our fabulous banjo player from Windsor, Virginia. Please make welcome musician first class Haley Stiltner.
Haley.
Back here on the bass from Laceyville, Pennsylvania. Musician first class Danny Stewart Jr.
Yeah, Danny.
And my singing partner, musician first class Caleb Cox.
All right, thank y'all.
Woo! All right, John, if you must, come on over.
If you must. I like that. That's exactly how this is going to go down. If you must.
If you
This
must.
is literally my whole job of doing these episodes is so I can stand up on stage with you people. So with all the real stars. That's what
It's pretty sneaky.
It is pretty
sneaky.
I want to thank everybody for being with us here on the Ozark Music Shoppe Live. I do need to thank our sponsors real quick. Walnut Valley Festival in Winfield, Kansas is our lead sponsor for the whole season of the Ozark Music Shoppe Live, as well as Bourgeois Guitars, Fishman Pickups and Amplified Systems, D'Addario Strings, Atkin Guitars, and Thompson Guitars. I gotta remember them all, I never can. Bedell Guitars, Boucher Guitars, Eastman Mandolins and Guitars, as well as Peterson Tuners. All of them are helping us to kind of continue to do this. And I want to thank my co-hosts for these episodes, because Jeremy is too good to hang out with us. Corey Kirkland, who is awesome, and
You're
so
welcome.
glad to have you. Thank you, Corey. And we're going to do one more tune and get out of here. Thank you all so much. Tell them what we're going to do, because I don't even remember.
Absolutely, yeah. We're going to do an old favorite now, a big standard bluegrass song you may remember. And Haley's going to kick off a little bit of Rolling in My Sweet Baby's Arms. And I'm going to keep on stalling until they get their arrangements together there. Are we ready to go?
I think we're fine.
Aye, aye, Stilts. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Rolling my sweet baby's arms, rolling my sweet baby's arms. Lay around the shack till the mail train gets back and rolling my sweet baby's arms. And I ain't going to work on the railroad, and I ain't going to work on the farm. I'll lay around this shack till the mail train comes back and roll in my sweet baby's arms. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Lay around the shack till the mail train gets back and roll in my sweet baby's arms. Well, where were you last Saturday night when I was lying down in jail? You walking the streets with another man, wouldn't even go my bail. Rolling my sweet baby's arms, rolling my sweet baby's arms. Lay around the shack till the mail train gets back and rolling my sweet baby's arms.
I know your parents don't like me. They drove me away from your door. If I had my life to live over, I'd never go there anymore. Hey, run in my sweet baby's arms. Run in my sweet baby's arms. Lay around the shack till the mail train gets back and run in my sweet baby's arms. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Lay around the shack till the mail train gets back and roll in my sweet baby's arms. Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train gets back and roll in my sweet baby's arms. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you all so much. We'll see you next time. Ozark Music Shoppe Live here at IBMA.